Seminoles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Key narration volume set to 100.
And the Noles about to kick it away and get this season started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Miami's offense is on the field for the first time today. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
They jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Leach. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs. And they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive away as there's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Got his man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Canes look to keep this drive humming. The give. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down the 14-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Canes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Touchdown, Hurricane! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move it all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone, he makes those throws in his sleep.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game, and play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Got room to work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Wynn. Setting up the screen. Fighting off the defender. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Leach. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Canes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida, Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1950.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got him. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. He's dragged down at the... They try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Surging forward on the sneak. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. That'll pull them back to within 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners...
Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper for a 43-yard run for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. Stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one,
There he goes! They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Pools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That gets them back to within 10.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Give to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Hurricanes are marching down the field. The give to the left side. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Trying to impose their will with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. You got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets. Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this field.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Soft spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the It's an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge.
Touchdown Seminoles! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Gilmore. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
The short hands, it's Hawkins. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Wynn. Got a man, it's Gilmore. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Thanks to grab. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2. And
intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Return takes it inside. Down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Spins away from the defender. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Second down for this offense. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. That... Right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much in the roughing the passer penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Try to get it to the edge. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Crosses the 40. At the 45 on its way. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some...
Gashing the knee on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed for Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all that athleticism.
Their speed and swag, they got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trailing down by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities. Make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football, but the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with them and forced them.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They're going to ride this running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver was going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk point.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like...
Gonna let it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. We've got... interference, but this time it's on the offense. On 1st down, here comes this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls.
There he goes. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the one. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to run it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building. With his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
A strike downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run play action. Still looking on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. That's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Makes the catch. It's Bloomberg. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gets it out quickly. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Hawkins. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Bush. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stokes. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire, and he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Plows through the defense. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Bush. Using his legs to buy some time. That's caught. It's Hawkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You got to wonder about the play call there. Third and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got fourth and California.
A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.